How's it going, everybody? Chase here. And today, I'll be replaying Resident Evil 4 on the GameCube. Now, this is going to be a series. I'd like to finish this entire game over a couple episodes. But this, in my opinion, is one of the greatest survival horror games ever made. It is really good.
Krauser, go get the girl.
It's really long, but it's got some of the best set pieces ever.
Been a long time, comrade. You catch on quick, as expected. After all, you and I both know where we come from. What do you want?
Leon. Long time no see.
Okay, that was a little trailer that they do for the beginning of the game. But this is one of the greatest survival horror games ever made. It's arguably one of the greatest, if not the greatest, Resident Evil game ever made. It's a fast departure from the classic survival horror where you scavenge for ammo and you have to conserve to fight bosses and stuff like that, like the classic games are. But this one, what it does is it throws you in a long loop. Or not a loop, but it's a long scenario, but it's one of the greatest scenarios I've ever played. You play as Leon from Resident Evil 2. I kind of want to do the New Game Plus, but I don't want to. I kind of want to be able to start fresh, so it's going to be a bit more challenging. I have yet to beat this game on professional mode, mainly because of how difficult I'm on the part with the truck at the end of the game, towards the end of the game, where you have to stop and open the doors and stuff like that. But I'm going to do a fresh gameplay of this, or fresh series of this, where I'm going to start over completely. And we're going to go ahead and get into this right now, and I hope you enjoy.
Resident Evil 4.
I'm actually going to do the special costume just because I like the RPD.
$1998. I'll never forget it. It was the year when those grisly murders occurred in the Arklay Mountains. Soon after, the news was out to the whole world, revealing that it was the fault of a secret viral experiment conducted by the international pharmaceutical enterprise, Umbrella. The virus broke out in a nearby mountain community, Raccoon City, and hit the peaceful little town with a devastating blow crippling its very foundation. Not taking any chances, the President of the United States ordered a contingency plan to sterilize Raccoon City. With the whole affair gone public, the United States government issued an indefinite suspension of business decree to Umbrella. Soon its stock prices crashed, and for all intents and purposes, Umbrella was finished.
Now, that was a recap of the first couple of games, or the original trilogy.
6 years have passed since that horrendous incident.
Now, Leon was the main character, or one of the main characters in Resident Evil 2, so he knows what he's talking about.
I received special training via a secret organization working under the direct control of the president. I was to assume the responsibility of protecting the new president's family.
Cornel, why am I the one who always gets the short end of the stick?
Yo, who are you really? Come on and tell us. You are a long way from home, cowboy. You have my sympathies.
Guess that's a local's way of breaking the ice. Anyway, you know what this is all about. My assignment is to search for the president's missing daughter.
What? All by yourself?
I'm sure you boys didn't just tag along so we could sing Kumbaya together at some Boy Scout bonfire. Then again, maybe you did.
Oh, you crazy American. It's a direct order from the chief himself. I tell you, it's no picnic.
I'm counting on you guys. It was right before I was to take on my duties of protecting the president's daughter when she was abducted. That's the ultimate reason I'm in this lonely and rural part of Europe. According to our intelligence, there's reliable information about a sighting of a girl that looks very similar to the president's daughter. Apparently, she's being withheld by some unidentified group of people. Who would have thought that my first job would have been a rescue mission?
It's freezing. So cold all of a sudden. Must be my imagination. Sorry it took so long.
Just up ahead is the village.
I'll go and have a look around.
We'll stay and watch the car. Don't want to get any parking tickets.
Right. Parking tickets.
Good luck.
Jeez. Who are these guys?
Did you say something?
Leon, I hope you can hear me. I'm Ingrid Hunnigan. I'll be your support on this mission.
Loud and clear. Somehow I thought you'd be a little older. So the subject's name's Ashley Graham, right?
That's right. She's the daughter of the president. So try to behave yourself, okay?
Whoever this group is, they sure picked the wrong girl to kidnap.
I'll try to find some more information on my end as well.
Good. Talk to you later. Leon out.
Alright, now right off the bat you can tell no longer, the fixed camera angles are a thing of the past. Now it's the over-the-shoulder camera, and they're still to this day using this. Now, if you shoot this crow right here, he drops money, I seem to recall. Yeah. That's just a little tip for new guys that are out there that started in this game. Now, this game is going to be pretty slow from the start, but once you can get past the whole village thing, the game really starts picking up. And once you get towards the end, it gets really good. Like the second half of the game, after the whole castle.
Excuse me. Sir? I was wondering if you might recognize the girl in this photograph.
¿Qué carajo estás haciendo aquí? ¡Lárgate, cabrón!
Sorry to have bothered you.
Freeze! I said freeze!
Is everything okay?
There was a hostile local. I had no choice but to neutralize him. There are still others surrounding the area.
Get out of there and head toward the village. Take whatever measures necessary to save the subject.
Understood.
Okay. Now, I don't remember exactly what these guys are, but they're infected with something, but they're not zombies anymore. They walk and talk like normal people, but they are a lot more violent. And you gotta get some space between you and them, or else they will knock you flat on your butt. And they drop ammo every now and then, so that's what keeps you going, pretty much.
Oh, no.
Looks like you're stuck, pal. You know what's ironic is that just recently Capcom released Resident Evil Village, and it's ironic because this takes place in a village, or at least the start of the game does. Still use classic green herbs. That hasn't changed. This is going to be a fun little playthrough. I'm going to go ahead and save just to get this game started. Now, I don't remember which one of these birds, but one of them drops a grenade, and that is going to be extremely useful later on down the line. You'll see. And a lot of people overlook this, but there's a red herb over here somewhere. There we go. And this is the interface, I guess you could say. This is where you would store like your ammo and your healing items and whatnot. So you gotta make sure to ration what all you carry. Because a lot of people have trouble. They also recommend that you use your knife to finish off enemies. Mainly because it lets you conserve ammo. But the older knives in the older Resident Evil games always stunk. They didn't do what they were supposed to do. But when you get into professional mode, which is the mode that I had been doing before I started this new game a while back, that was the last time I played it, you really have to learn the knife trick. Because if you don't learn it, you're going to be running out of ammo frequently. Because the game has a difficulty scale where it gets harder the better you do. Which is a cool little thing. I mean, that's what was in the Resident Evil 2 remake. And I always thought that was a cool concept because it relies on skill rather than what the classic games did, which was no matter how many times you played it, the results were almost always the same.
Leon, how you holding up?
Bad question, Hunnigan.
Sorry to hear that. I'm sending you a playing manual. Hope you find it useful.
I'll take a look at it, thanks.
I'm not going to look at it because I already know how to play the game. I've beaten this game a dozen times. Now this is where the game really amps up the difficulty because this early on, you don't really have any good weapons. All you have is a handgun and a couple of bullets. And I'm not going to spoil it, but you're going to see some really freaky deaky stuff. Hell, you might even get a scare. I'm going to try and sneak around to at least pick up some of the healing items. I thought you could break that. I'm not trying to corner myself, it's just... This is the only place I can think of to be able to have a chance at fighting. Mainly because you can use the door to knock them back. I'm a little worried because I think I might actually die at this point.
Who are these people? What are they planning? Chainsaw.
Yep. There comes where the anxiety kicks in. Because now they're going to try and storm this place. But luckily, like every other Resident Evil game, they give you this shotgun right off the bat. And a couple of nades. Alright. I'm a little worried because this is where the anxiety really kicks in. Because that chainsaw dude is freaking creepy. But he's the one I'm worried about. I'm actually going to try and deal with him first. Alright, cool. Alright, he's out of the way. And now I got to deal with all these guys. I was never a big fan of how they throw the entire kitchen sink at you right off the bat. But it does create some really a heck of a start of a game. Look at this! This is freaking ridiculous! I gotta heal. This is what's gonna happen pretty much the entire game.
Where's everyone going? Bingo?
And that is how you start a game. You saw how crazy that was?
Hunnigan, I have some bad news. I've confirmed the body of an officer. Something's happened to the people here.
Leon, you need to get out of there. Look for a tower and follow the trail near it.
Got it.
But luckily, that is the hardest part for a while. So I can take a breather. I seem to recall that's the hardest part. But there's a lot of treasure that you can use to, or you can find. This is how you start a game. Now, I'm not going to spoil anything, but you're going to want to stick around for part 2 because this game gets good after a while. It gets really good. Alright, I think that's everything, except I need to go up here real quick. Alright, this is the trail I seem to recall that she was talking about.
Voy a hacer picadillo.
Okay. I'm gonna call episode 1 here in a minute. I'll go ahead and call it right here. I just wanted to get this started. Next video is going to be a little longer. But hope you enjoyed.